They didn't start in Silicon Valley. They didn't start with billions. They didn't even start in the car industry. But today, they are beating global giants in electric cars. And most people still don't know their name. How is that even possible? This is the story of BYD, and this is how they quietly challenged Tesla. But here's the strange part. This was never supposed to happen. The world had already chosen its winner, Tesla, led by Elon Musk. Every launch felt like history. Every car felt like the future. Investors believed one thing: electric cars equals Tesla. But there was a problem nobody talked about. What if the real competition wasn't in America at all? What if it was happening somewhere completely ignored, far away in China? A second story was forming, quietly, almost invisibly, and almost nobody noticed it. Not yet, but someone was building something dangerous. It began in 1995. A young engineer named Wang Chuanfu started a battery company. No investors, no fame, just a simple belief. Batteries would run the future. But here's the strange question. Why batteries? At that time, nobody cared. Phones were simple, electric cars were a joke. So why build batteries? Most people thought it was a small industry. They were wrong, very wrong. Because batteries were about to become the most important technology on Earth. BYD entered a brutal world. Japanese companies dominated batteries. They had better machines, better reputation, better everything. So how does a small Chinese startup compete? They don't compete. They copy, then improve, then cut costs, then scale fast. But here's the question: how long can that strategy work before failure? For years, BYD survived quietly. No headlines, no attention, just survival. Until something unexpected happened. They started winning contracts, big ones, and suddenly, people started paying attention. BYD made a move nobody understood. They bought a car company, a struggling one. But here's the problem. BYD had never built a car before. So why enter the hardest industry in the world? Analysts laughed. Competitors ignored it. But inside BYD, they saw something others didn't. What if the future of batteries becomes the future of cars? And if that's true, why not control both? That single decision changed everything, but nobody realized it yet, not even the industry. Tesla was exploding globally, stock prices rising, media everywhere, people calling it the future. But here's the question nobody asked. What happens when one company owns attention and another owns production? Because while Tesla was building hype, BYD was building factories. While Tesla focused on design, BYD focused on cost. While Tesla went global emotionally, BYD went global physically. Slowly, quietly, relentlessly, and something strange started happening. Most car companies buy batteries. BYD doesn't. They build them. Why does that matter? Because batteries are the most expensive part of an electric car. So what happens if you control that? You control pricing. You control supply. You control survival. And then came something even bigger. A new battery design. Stronger, safer, and cheaper. It was called the Blade battery. And suddenly, BYD wasn't just catching up anymore. They were becoming dangerous. But dangerous to who? The heirs of the world ignored BYD. Too quiet, too local, too boring. But then, the numbers changed. Sales increased, exports expanded, markets opened. And then, something happened that almost nobody expected. The numbers began telling a completely different story. In 2024, BYD sold more than 4.2 million vehicles. Tesla sold around 1.8 million. That's not a small difference. It's more than twice as many vehicles. Every single day, BYD produced around 11,700 vehicles. Tesla built about 4,900. Think about that. While the world watched headlines, BYD was building thousands more cars every single day. And there was something else. Profit margins were becoming far more competitive. BYD kept improving while selling cars at lower prices. Its exports kept growing. Its factories kept expanding. Its global presence kept getting stronger. And suddenly, BYD was everywhere. But there was no global celebration, no viral moment, no single announcement. Just one thing: data. And the data showed something uncomfortable. BYD was no longer behind. In some markets, they were ahead. So how did no one see this coming? Because while everyone was watching Tesla, BYD was quietly building the future. If today's trends continue, BYD could sell millions more vehicles every year. Why? Because billions of people cannot afford luxury electric cars, but they can afford reliable, lower-cost electric vehicles. That is BYD's biggest advantage. Instead of competing for only premium buyers, it is expanding into emerging markets: Latin America, Southeast Asia, Africa, the Middle East, Eastern Europe. These regions could become the biggest electric vehicle markets of the next decade. But what if price isn't everything? Tesla still leads in many software capabilities. Its investments in autonomous driving, artificial intelligence, and robotics could reshape transportation. If fully autonomous driving becomes widely approved, Tesla's advantage could become enormous. But there is another possibility. What if customers continue choosing cars that are simply good, affordable, and reliable? If that happens, BYD could continue growing faster than anyone expected. Tesla changed how the world imagines cars. BYD changed how the world builds them. One built emotion, the other built infrastructure. One won attention, the other won scale. And in business, attention fades, but systems stay. Because the biggest companies in the world don't